more examples of how King Justice is playing in our face. I've just got so many, and I thought it was done, and then something else pops into my head. Like, I gotta make like 100 videos. I don't know. So, this might be the girlfriend that he's with now. And this girlfriend, he did call his wife, but then he just admitted they weren't married. My dog's making so much noise. So the situation with Justin's new wife, who's they're not actually married, unless he lied about that. So he either lied about them being married, or he lied about them not being married. Pick which one. It doesn't matter. So this is the relationship lie situation of Justin. The dogs. It's kind of interesting to watch them play fight. So I believe that he's with a narcissist, but that's exactly what he deserves, honestly. And he could possibly be one of these biblical characters as well. It does remind me of some people that I knew in the past, 20 years ago. And when that body's gone, they dump that body, move on to the next one. Hey! Okay, so I haven't seen all of his videos, but I've probably seen a third of them. I'm not sure, but sometimes when they pop up on my feed, I'll click them and listen to them. Especially somebody that used to ship packages when items were selling. It's always good to have something to listen to in the background while you ship that you don't have to like actively watch, because your eyes are going to be focused on something else. So Justice told his viewers that he was going to remain single, he wasn't going to be married or have any more kids in this life, and God told him that. So this is horrendous, because he was already with somebody and they were probably pregnant when he just lied in the name of God, essentially. So he was probably with somebody who was already pregnant when he said that God told him he was going to be alone without any more children. And then later he shows up on his video with his wife, and it shows them in the kitchen, and it doesn't even look like much mess at all. It looks like she was making eggs, and it wasn't even that messy. So he starts yelling at her, and she doesn't clean up after anything, and being all this stuff like textbook sexism, horrible. And she's pregnant right now, so she's pregnant, and Justice is yelling at her because she didn't clean all the dishes. This looks really bad, guys. He did this on purpose. I'm going to get into more, but let's just stop right there. And this is what I truly believe. There was something that Trump said years ago, which is like he could shoot a man and his supporters would still support him. His supporters would still follow him. He said something like that. And but Trump doesn't live that, because he actually does push what has majority support. So he actually is trying to enforce the will of the people. Some of those things are good, some are bad, but things that overall have majority approval, then he goes forward with. That's good. Well, nobody agrees that you should yell at your pregnant wife for not cleaning the dishes while she is cooking you eggs. So they might have both been involved in this. So he's basically on camera yelling at her and scolding her, and he calls her a narcissist, and just also bringing this private stuff, the personal information, which according to God's laws, we're supposed to protect our spouse and not air the dirty laundry. Keep things private. Now, of course, if it's a case of abuse, that's different. But if there's just something embarrassing or humiliating or makes somebody look bad, then you're supposed to keep quiet. And not tell a bunch of people, and definitely not make a YouTube video and just post it for 60,000 people to see. So he made a video, and he's like, calling her narcissist. Actually, I think she is one, but I think he is too, probably. I don't know. And anyways, majority do not agree that yelling at your pregnant wife for not cleaning up enough is not acceptable. Majority agree that is unacceptable behavior. It's very sexist. It's definitely not acceptable in 2024 or whatever year that was posted. But this is what I mean when I say plain in our face. That motto that Trump said, but Trump doesn't live by. So Trump actually does what the majority of people want, believe it or not. And you might not like how he looks. You might not like his accent or his skin tone. I don't know. You might not like his haircut. But he is actually doing what the majority of Americans want. Now, Justice is doing the opposite of what the majority of Americans want. He's living by that motto. He could go and shoot a man. He'd have more supporters. Because he lies to us in every one of his videos. He's sexist, highly sexist. He yells at his pregnant wife. Just nonstop hypocrisy. So this is something I didn't mention. And then they were apart for a while, and to which he's lying about all this. Something else is going on. He's probably going back home with her and then just in his car to record a video. You guys ever consider this? Did you ever possibly consider that he actually has a house that he owns? And then he just goes out in his vehicle to record and live stream? And a lot of people do this for many reasons. One reason is so the other people in the house don't hear what you're saying. Another reason is because, you might get a little stage fright with somebody there hovering over your shoulder, or they have to be quiet, or they want to watch a TV show or listen to some music. There's a lot of reasons that people live stream from their car. So it is very possible he actually always had a home, and is lying to us about that as well. And actually, at this point, I'd be surprised if that was not the case. Maybe when he goes and stays at Airbnbs, he's got some extra side partners from dating apps. I don't know. Because this guy lies so much that I would totally believe that at this point. And this isn't for me. This video isn't for me. This video is for you guys to actually still support him. You are supporting pure evil, okay? And evil is weak and pathetic, but... So anyways, he said that he was married several times, and then he was at home, and then he was in his car again, and then he was at home. In the last video, he said he wasn't married. So, regardless, he's telling people not to masturbate while he's fornicating, is either married or not married, and just said that God told him that he wasn't going to be married or have more children. I mean, and then he yells at his pregnant girlfriend for not cleaning the dishes, and the camera actually showed what the kitchen looked like, and it wasn't very bad. It just looked like somebody made an egg breakfast. So, I mean, she could have been in on it too. I don't know. Just staging something that looks horribly sexist, and he probably whacks it, gets off on what we will put up with. Like, let's see what I can do this time. What can I do this time that's highly outlandish? I could shoot a man, and I'd still have supporters. I'd still have some paid subscribers, and people sending me $20 donations. And he will. And I say, you guys donating to Justice are fucking idiots. Seriously. His religious beliefs are that of the Pharisees, which are devil worshippers, and they pretend to worship God, they pretend to worship Jesus, and they actually do everything opposite. They're highly sexist, and they're hypocrites. They are hypocrites, snakes, and liars, a brood of vipers. And that is Justice's religion, as he is sold out to the devil. So, it's just every video, it's a lie. Here's another lie. I'm not making any more music. Next video, here's a new album. Like, do you guys notice that? See, I just remembered this. He constantly lies and says he's done making music, and the next video, he's got a new song. So, or he says he's not going to do this, he's not going to sell music anymore, then the CDs are out again. It's just like a new video, a new lie, and it has to be on purpose. As I truly think he has told us all not to masturbate. He pretended not to masturbate while he's banging hookers and Jezebels. I don't know what he's doing. He probably has gay men on the side. I don't know. This is just in my thought now, because I know what these characters do. I know what these demons, these devilish characters do. And They are quite disturbed. They are disturbed. So, yeah, I thought he's a regular guy. I still do, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's a full-blown narc, honestly, because I knew people in my past. I knew somebody that was very close to me, I believe was Lucifer, and then Jezebel I'm very close to. I know the personality of these characters and the type of things they do. So that's why I'm mentioning possibly he's even got he's got a catalog of gay men to come to his Airbnbs. So then he's thinking about all the donations he got to stay at his Airbnb with his Tinder hookups. And guys, this is probably the case. I don't know. But if somebody lies to you about everything, and they blatantly show that they are corrupt, they lie right to your face, they show themselves like stuff that like a Disney villain would do. He does. That's what I mean, playing it in your face. Like pushing the boundaries more and more and more. And people are just okay with it. And some people will comment like, oh, he's the devil. Well, I don't know if he's the devil or not. I don't really care if he's a devil or if he's just a man. But you should not be giving him your money. Because what he's probably doing is going to the Airbnb with your money and hooking up with people from Tinder and dating apps, is what I'm assuming, and smoking pot. And, he actually doesn't look like he does other hard drugs, because you lose cognitive ability from that. So I believe the marijuana. When he says he smokes marijuana, I do believe that. But, a lot of people, if they start doing meth, they decline very quickly. I don't see any of that. But, he lies about the type of food he eats, eating healthy. He lies about making music. He lies about not making music. He lies about not masturbating. He lies about not fornicating. He lies about having a wife, and having a girlfriend. He lies about having a child. He basically treats Jezebel, who he's with, in a highly sexist, horrible way. And then she says on camera, you're not who you pretend to be. And actually, you know what? Jezebel's a lie. He actually appears to be exactly who he pretends to be. And you guys keep sending him your money. Okay, so I'm going to say to the supporters of justice, like, justice he's actually like just straight up telling you what he's doing. He is actually being honest. He's like, I'm sexist. I follow Saul of Tarsus doctrine. I lied about all this content. I treat my wife like shit. I fornicate. I masturbate. I tell you guys I eat organic and I eat junk. I tell you I'm not going to make a CD. I make a CD. Everything is a lie. Asking for donations, not using it in the way that take dogs. Asking for donations and then just using it on his bills for something else. Like, just everything. So he's actually being honest. He has shown you that he's a liar and a hypocrite. So, guys, the responsibility all lies on you. Okay? Justice, at this point, I'm thinking about it, justice might actually be working for God. He clearly has obviously stated that he's a hypocrite, a liar. He's tried to discredit the Chosen One movement. He's tried to discredit, I can't even get into this. Like, he's done these things, but it's very obvious, and he admits it on camera. And then you guys keep sending him your money. So possibly he's working for God. Like, see how many people will keep giving you money because they think you're a rapper and that's cool, even though you commit all these sins and you're a hypocrite. So let's see how many fake Christians. And they even got people coming on there trying to they got people coming on there. Sorry. I can't make a video. This must be witchcraft. I'm like sick too. There's a dog outside barking now. Okay, be right back. Be right back. Now I'm coming back, so they're being loud. Sarah! No! So the problem lies with you, people that donate and give money to justice. God will hold you accountable. He has shown you what he is. And actually, whether, he said he sold his soul to the devil, and the devil works for God. And God is using justice through the devil in whatever deal he's made. And seriously, guys, could be that he's just out there to see how many people will bite. How many people will send him money and talk to him and watch his videos when he lies to your face and sins, and he's a hypocrite and he treats women bad. So he just does more and more outlandish things. And so maybe he's doing exactly what God wants him to, and you guys are the one that are going to go down because you support this. If you donate to evil, then it doesn't count as charity, guys. It actually might be opposite charity when you know that he is promoting sin and living a sinful lifestyle and doesn't need your donations. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm thinking it's time to take this guy down, and then I just had the thought that actually he wouldn't be out there making videos if there weren't subscribers, if there weren't paying him money, if there weren't people sending him money and subscribing to his channel. He wouldn't be making videos. So you guys are the ones perpetuating this, and God will hold you accountable. So I'm going to probably get a lot of down votes, but whatever. I already do. This is the truth, man. This is like a test. This is like a test for any humans that are left on Earth. So you can pass or fail. Are you going to donate to someone that actually needs help? Are you going to donate to someone that sold their soul to the devil, lies in your face, treats women like shit, doesn't think he needs to have a job, and wants his wife to clean up everything? I mean, this is really sad and pathetic. Just, I guess he's being very honest about who he is. He's being incredibly honest. So actually, I think all of the fault lies on you, the people that send him donations. I've never donated to justice, and I don't plan on it. But for anyone that did not see the hypocrisy, I've outlined it in my previous videos. So, and I still will take the videos down if justice stops doing this. I still will take these down if he stops making religious videos and he just does this for money. And if he has music out there and he didn't make the lyrics and he didn't make the sound, he didn't make the beats, he didn't make any of it, but because of him it exists, then there should be some disclaimer. So maybe just tell people on the CD, I did not come up with the lyrics, and I did not come up with the beats either. So, if you do that, then I'll take my videos down. But actually, yeah, I'm thinking you subscribers are the problem. So I don't know. Like, I am a free subscriber because I was observing what he was doing. And I wonder if there's other people like that. But actually, this is also bringing more subscribers to his channel, because there's an algorithm based on how many people interact. So I probably just should unsubscribe because I could be helping his channel. But I would hope that anyone watches this sees the clear hypocrisy and they don't give him any money. Because if you don't give him any money, he's going to stop. Like, it's going to continue as long as you guys keep funding this. So you are at fault. We are all at fault for the state of the world because of what we tolerate, what we fund, and what we put up with. And that's why I'm not putting up with anything anymore. And, I actually got a lot of flack for this video I put out before where conservatives they have become racist and sexist in 2025. I seriously fucking mean this because all of the like conservative channels where they have people talking and they have their own YouTube channels, content creators, they are just using false flag, fake story after fake story, and just all they do is put out a story that makes women look bad, put out a story that makes black people look bad. That's all they do. And then all that's happening is we're seeing this while the problems still aren't solved. So even if you're solving the problems, this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. I'm just thinking, like, you guys remember those old, like, lithographs, artwork during slavery, and how racist they looked, and how they would make black people look ridiculous. That is what the conservative media is doing now when they bring up these stories that are fake. They're all false flags, and they didn't even happen. There are actors creating fake news, and so the conservatives jump on it, and then they just cover it nonstop, so we can't not see it. So, you know what? I might agree with you completely politically, but I don't agree with this. So you have lost my support. Okay? You've lost my support because this is a lot of evil that comes along with doing good. And I'm not gonna compromise. I'm not gonna accept evil with good. There is no compromise with the chosen. We accept what's good, and that's it. So, we can't compromise because we're good and pure-hearted, and that's evil. And you keep compromising with evil, and then you end up where we are today. So, yeah, you guys have created the world that we live in. We've all been complicit, me as well, but I think I've made it a little better, as much as one single person out of 8 billion can. But, you know, we have all created the world that we live in. We were tempted, we were offered choices, and people repeatedly chose to save money and to be corrupt and sell out. To purchase something made by slave labor. To purchase something that supported a sinful lifestyle. Just what we supported. And it's the same thing. Actually, I'm thinking justice is out there doing exactly what he's supposed to do. The devil is working for God. And you people that go on his channel and donate money to him are the ones that are going to be judged. So go ahead and downvote this 1 billion times, just like everyone else does. Because people don't like the truth. You can't handle the truth. You gotta downvote things that expose that you're a hypocrite and you're an idiot. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to be mean to any of you. Okay? Because a lot of you guys are smart. And you're actually coming on this video. A lot of you people are coming onto this video because you had suspicions. Like, you saw some red flags with Justice. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm not talking about you people that actually believed him when he pretended to be a victim. Okay? And you are good people. It's when you find out and you know, and it's been made clear 1 billion times, you continue to donate, and you're like, I don't care if he lives in sin. I like that he's a rap. I like his style, or I like his music. So I allow all of this bad behavior. I allow all of this sin, and I support it for vanity. For vain reasons. You're the ones I'm talking about, because like a lot of good people can be tricked, especially when we don't know. So if you're coming on my channel to learn more about the truth, then you just go back and you can watch the videos that he has released. And he pretended that he didn't have a girlfriend, and he pretended he wasn't masturbating, and all the while he had knocked some girl up who was actually, I believe, a Jezebel, but you know, maybe she's not, but she sure looks like one. But anyways, he's not any better. And then he was yelling at her on camera and calling her a narcissist on the camera, recording her making food while she was pregnant, yelling at her that she didn't clean up while he's live streaming. So you guys not, like, this is the most ridiculous behavior that no one would put up with, but yet people put up with it because they like his image. That's what I mean. God's going to judge you. So if you didn't know that, think about it. God will judge you for this. Now you've been warned. Okay, so just don't give him any more of your money, okay? Okay, guys, thanks for watching.